Friends, welcome to yet another video in our series Finance and Investing Tidbits. The theme of this video is why should investors monitor insider trades before taking a decision to buy or sell a share. Welcome to this video. Investing decision is about making an assessment about value, the inherent value of that asset, and then comparing it with the price at which the asset is trading. We buy an asset if our assessed value is more than the price, right? And we sell an asset if the prevailing price is much more than our assessed value. Now, interestingly, assessment of value is linked to availability of information. Retail investors clearly have a handicap as they don't have adequate information about a company. With all the disclosure in the public domain, at best, 1/3 of the reality is known to all of us when we are taking investment decisions. Thus, we as retail investors need to do a lot of diligence before we invest. Only then we can get a better sense of value. As I have already mentioned, value is a product of information. Insiders, promoters, directors, senior executives, employees have a much better sense of what is happening internally, much beyond what is already disclosed. This is the reality of life. Now, following applicable regulations, keeping respect of all the regulations, the insiders, the directors, promoters, senior employees and all also buy and sell the shares which are reported to the stock exchanges. Now, there are certain restrictions on them, like they are not able to buy or sell between the end of a quarter and declaration of quarterly results or such other important corporate events. But since they have a good sense of how well the company is doing, they have a lot of opportunity to buy and sell even before the end of the quarter. They know generally how well the company is doing based on internal discussions and trends. Of course, there are again restrictions on sharing information internally. Need to know principle is applied. But even then, if somebody is in sales or even in finance or in accounting or even in supply chain, depending on the movement of goods, one is able to clearly sense what is happening in the marketplace. Is there a good demand? For which products there is a good demand? All that is already internally known, the reflection of which happens in quarterly results later. Now, these trades done by these promoters, directors, their own group companies, associate companies, which are included in the broad definition of promoters, as well as the employees, are called as insider trades, and they are perfectly legal. They are reported by the company's compliance officer to the exchanges, and exchanges promptly disseminate that information for everyone's benefit. They are reported under insider trading section of the company page available on each exchange. Within that, one can check the disclosures under, say now, for example, if you're going to check now, check the insider trading 2015 section. In case of BSE website, bseindia.com, these sections are stacked on the left hand side of company page. So you have to first put in the search box the name of the company. Once the name of the company opens, look at the left hand side of that company page and you will find various options. Within that, as I mentioned, there is a disclosure under insider trading section, and within that you will find insider trading 2015 as a section. We are already in 2022, so we can obviously check this section, and then all the insider trades will open up. Remember, this is not something which is a kind of a criminal insider trading that you may have read about. These are all official trades, all well recognized, well reported trades. If insiders are selling, it clearly indicates that they have concerns about the inherent value and they feel price is attractive as compared to value, and obviously that's the reason why they are selling. Similarly, if insiders are buying, it clearly indicates that in their view, the prospects of the company are bright or are improving, and price is very attractive as compared to value. The actual quarterly results will get declared much later, but they have already started sensing that the company is turning around or is doing well or gaining market share. A lot of that information is widely known and percolates within the organization. So finally, buying and selling decisions, as I've already mentioned in the beginning of this video, are based on assessment of value and price, and hence we need to take into account the judgment of someone who is better informed than us. Finally, our ability to make an assessment of value is relatively more restricted as compared to the people who are already insiders. Hence, if insiders are selling, it would be foolish on the part of us investors to go and buy. If insiders are buying, it will be imprudent for us to go and sell. Even if we take this care, we can avoid a lot of accidents. Of course, we need to ignore some stray sales or buys. We need to check the volume. So if obviously the volume of sales is very high, the insider volume I'm talking about, as reported there, and similarly, if insider buys are quite significant, then that is something very important. If it's just a stray buy or a stray sell or allotment of stock options in quantities to various employees, that's a different thing, right, in terms of buys. But if there is a accelerated buying by insiders, right, this is something is a very clear signal to us, and we should not go and sell. Similarly, if insiders are selling one after the other, right, this is a signal for us that we need to wait and watch before we take a buying decision. For more such videos, do explore our channel, Dr. Abhijit Phadnis. Thank you.